Hello car friends and welcome to the Mercedes SLK. Firstly, it's the end of April. Is that too soon to take the roof off this bad boy? Secondly, we're going to try and find out whether this car is good long distance, and that means taking it from here in Windsor over to Cornwall. That's huge. Thirdly, really, is actually, do you need to own one? There's car sharing platforms everywhere. Turo is where we've got this one from. So I want to know actually, do you ever need to actually own a car, or is it best just to pick the car for the situation? Exciting stuff. Ooh! It tightens the seatbelt. That's cool. I'm impressed already, not gonna lie.
Honey, give it one more chance. Give it one more chance. Give it one more chance.
So we're going to test whether it's too early to put the roof down, and to do this I've got Sam who's come along with me. We think we should lay down some sort of ground rules. Firstly, has anyone else done it? Because you don't want to be the first person to put your roof down, you don't want to be that guy. Secondly, you got to admit that you're cold. You can't man up and pretend. And finally, and this one's important, cover some distance. So today we're going to go on a motorway.
Can we at least put the windows down?
70, 12 minutes to junction 13. It's cold, isn't it?
Definitely.
Oh my god. Okay, it's too early. Don't do it yet. Come on. Come on. Gotta do it before the lights. The lights are gonna change. Ah, them stops.
Go.
It's not done, the roof's not down. It's gonna beep. Yes, go.
I nearly went to red.
Oh my god. That takes a while.
Honey, give it one more chance. Give it one more chance. Give it one more chance.
We're now in Cornwall. This is the 9-speed automatic with paddle shifts, and it flies. You stick your foot in and it's changing. There's a sport mode as well, which tightens up the shift. It's possibly one of the best gearboxes I've used in a long while, and I've driven quite a few now, where it does this. This is the 2-litre version, which, trust me, you get enough power out of. To compensate for that, it's slightly thirsty, so to take this from Windsor to Cornwall, it's probably cost about £40 to get there in fuel. MPG wise, I'm not too sure what that is, but the ride itself is quite a hard one. We're bumping along. It's not as hard as say a bucket seat or something like a park bench. I think the Audi TT is, whilst it's got a good sort of build quality, there's a lot of plastic in there, so a little bit like the Furby of the kids' toy range. The Porsche is amazing quality. This is not far from it at all. In fact, I'd pretty much say, other than the tech, it's pretty on par with the Porsche. This is like an ornate doll's house, okay? So it's got all the trimmings, all the little details. It's really well thought through. You get a real feeling in the Mercedes that every part of this car has been really well thought out, and it's had a team dedicated to nailing it perfection from every part. It's somewhere in between a sports car and a sort of tuned up performance cabriolet.
Honey, give it one more chance. Give it one more chance.
Would I recommend this car? Well, I can tell you for sure that I've come away feeling like this is a car that I would actually buy or consider buying, but actually it's not something that I would have ever thought about before. I was really concerned there wouldn't be enough storage space, it wouldn't be well laid out, that there'd be sort of this offset of cool and styling versus practicality, and this has none of it. This car feels and exudes more value than actually its price tag, so really good. I'd recommend it. These start now, if you were to buy one now, this exact model, at about £18,000. The problem Mercedes generally tend to have is they depreciate quite a lot. So actually ownership is starting to look a little bit less like something you want to do. I live in London. Having a car in London is pretty expensive, from insurance, parking, road tax. I don't know why you would have a car anymore. In this day and age, I think you're either a car owner or a car user. I think they're the two parts. Like, if you want to be a car owner, then you want to really get as much value from that car as you can, and that's really about compensating that depreciation by trying to find ways to bring in extra revenue through your car. Otherwise, you're a car user. In that sense, it's trying to keep its cost as low as possible whilst having the best time with it. There's nothing saying that when I'm going around the city streets, when I'm going out with friends later and I want to have people in the back, that I wouldn't have a different need state. And actually for that reason, that's why car sharing is really working for me, because I can just pick up whichever car I need for whichever situation and take that, and I don't have any of the trouble of actual ownership itself. Amazing. Okay, so this has been absolutely incredible. Yes, I would recommend the Mercedes. No, I wouldn't suggest buying it. I would suggest using it through Turo or getting on a car sharing platform. You can actually drive this car. So if you want to recreate this whole trip, go onto Turo's website. I'll put a link down in the bottom of the bio, and you can find it all there. You can do it yourself, like experience it, find out if it is as good as I'm saying, because I think you'll be surprised. Thank you so much to Turo for this experience. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done already, and I will see you next week.
Give it one more chance. Worry and honey. Give it one more chance. Hey, worry and honey. Give it one more chance.